Sowore's matter against the Inspector General of Police and the Nigerian Police Force, it does look like, and things are really getting dirty with some of the comments. The police has not paid the 30 million naira that the court has asked you to pay for illegally arresting him.
Well, there's a name to it, not just the police. I think that's judgments read the particular office. It didn't say IGP.
That's the Lagos
Commissioner of Police, Lagos. So that's been sorted out.
So why the police is one, isn't it?
Well, that's been sorted out in Lagos. It's a particular office, but that's part of the mischief we're talking about. I mean, why would you be talking about? Oh, you rightly said it in the body, in the text, that the Commissioner of Police in Lagos said has not paid the money, and you are putting the picture of the IGP. So for people who will not be patient enough to read the text, they'll just see the IGP and conclude that that's what it is. So it's sad that we are seeing lots of this mischief coming, and that prompted us to approach the courts to get an injunction to restrain Sowore and Sowore reporters from coming up with all these frivolities, falsehoods, and fabricated claims. They are all lies. And ordinarily, the Inspector General of Police would not even respond to this. Or let me put it this way: ordinarily, Dr. Egbetokun would not respond to this. But because it is IGP Egbetokun, it goes beyond the person. It's about the office. That office, it's about the institution. So there's a need to.
So is that the reason why the paraphernalia of the office of the IG is used to respond to Sowore? Because there are those who will say Sowore is, and if you see his attack on the person of IGP Egbetokun, it's being against IGP Egbetokun. So there are those who say, why are you using the office of the IG?
But you just said
against Sowore.
But you just said it. His attack is against IGP Egbetokun. So that comes first. IGP. You're attacking the head of the primary agency for internal security, and it has grave consequences. When you try to run down the police force, when you try to undermine people's trust and confidence in the force, it has grave consequences.
The fundamental questions Sowore has been asking, the police force has not been able to answer.
Fundamental questions based on falsehood. They have been, see, I can chronicle all the falsehoods he's been peddling. And the danger is when you repeat falsehood over and over again, some people, some gullible people, tend to believe that is true. So there is no basis for answering these questions, because to start with, they are laid on a foundation of falsehood.
What exactly? What's the history behind Sowore and IG? Have they met before? Do they know each other before?
Well,
because he's never going to get off the backs of IG.
Well, the court has asked him to stop, to refrain from that, and if he doesn't do that, then he's going against the court order, because we cannot allow this kind of thing to continue. It doesn't really make any sense for you to just wake up and commence a campaign of calumny against him. Oh, you could remember when he said, 100 million naira was paid into the account of the son of the IGP. And you know, I called the son of the IGP immediately to find out what happened, and he explained that yes, I saw 100 million in my account, and I told my account officer to reverse the money immediately, which he did. He printed out his statement of account, he showed me, he sent it to me, I saw it, which he did. Only for Sowore reporters to say, oh yes, the money was returned, then cash was withdrawn again and paid into the IGP's son's account again. And I saw the statement of account, there was nothing like that. In fact, exposing the details of the account and everything, the young man was forced to close down that account so that people would not use it to commit any other form of mischief. In any case, he has written a petition to the EFCC for that allegation to be investigated. And if it turns out that it's false, then we can invoke the EFCC would invoke the Cyber Crimes Act for cyberbullying.
So again, on Sowore, how many cases do you have against Sowore?
He has brought all of this up for himself. Falsehood. You remember my cosmate, the PSO, Principal Staff Officer to the IGP, ACP Bukola Kuti, is my cosmate. But we said on Sowore reporters that she was promoted to AC while her cosmates were still SPs, that's superintendent. That's a lie. When she was promoted to AC, we, our cosmates, were already CSPs, and she was not the only one that was promoted. A total of 141,000 officers have been promoted on this current IGP. Why focus on Buki? And in fact, if you are saying Buki was promoted to ACP, Buki was promoted to ACP, she wasn't the only one that was promoted to ACP, even amongst her sets at that same time. I also saw one claim that ACP Buki is so powerful that she's the one controlling promotion at the Police Service Commission. How is that possible? Service Commission is headed by a retired DIG. ACP Buki is telling the IGP to send AIG Disu on early retirement. How is that possible? AIG Disu is built normally to retire in April this year. So the list goes on and on and on. And we cannot just sit back and see him try to erode the confidence.
It seems the office of the IG is uncomfortable with the searchlight that Sowore and some of that people
we're doing this just because of gullible people. Ordinarily, these are not things we should respond to. We have serious issues. In fact, police officers can attest to the fact that the IGP he has a very clean record. He isn't corrupt. People that have met him since when he was in state CID in Lagos, he's an incorruptible person. So we shouldn't respond. But like I said, we have gullible people who believe that when falsehood is being peddled over and over again, then it is true. And we have to protect the sanctity, the integrity of the force.
He's always called the IG illegal IG.
Because he has refused to accept a duly amended police act which says anybody appointed IG will spend 4 years, irrespective of their age or their length of service. So I don't know why somebody would decide to use his own version of the law and not the one that has been passed by the National Assembly. So that points again to mischief.
Are you able to call Sowore to the table and find out? Because, I mean, for someone who owns the platform like Sowore Reporters, and if there are things that are being published, it must have a perspective. There must have been an angle.
Well, we choose to respond officially. Oh, you've said this, and this is what I've said. But you know, we have responded and clarified issues over and over and over again. And this person is hell bent on peddling the same falsehood of show. Sowore said IG was harboring a criminal inside Force Headquarters and was giving him security to be committing fraud. How is that possible? How is that even reasonable? Well, we're happy that the case is being handled by the FCC now, so that the truth can come to light. But I can assure you, I stay in that same Force Headquarters. I stay on the 7th floor. So to get to the 7th floor, I move from ground floor to 7th floor every day. And I can tell you that is not even possible. So these are the extent of lies that have been peddled. So like I said, we've responded. But if you choose to keep doing what is obviously wrong, then we have no option. But in the interest of the organization, the sanctity of the organization, to approach the courts to stop you. And that has been done.
I mean, I